Hello, Cedar Park. First this morning, a story on a local Cedar Park food bank.
Learn how our very own CPHS band saxophones are headed to Seattle.
Plus, a new edition of Cooking with Ethan, your top 3 things, and a T-Wolf Spotlight.
Let's jump in because the Wolfcast starts now. Good morning, I'm Abby Martinez, joined by Jack Polshick and Madeline Roberts, and for Katie Whitmarsh.
As the holiday season is approaching, it is now more important than ever to donate to the local food banks.
Many Cedar Park food banks have donated their time and effort to help serve the community, just in time for Thanksgiving. Among many food banks in the Cedar Park area, Reveal Resource Center prepares for the holiday season by taking volunteers of all ages and receiving donations, feeding over 700 families during Thanksgiving. Linda Starnes, Executive Director of Reveal, describes the amount of effort put into the process and how they help the community.
We do serve other people in the community, like our veterans, our elderly, the working poor. Most of the people who come to Reveal are working class. They just don't have enough money to pay rent, so they come and they get food here, and the money they save from the food that we give them, which is $50 to $75 worth of food on a weekly basis, they can get food once a week. Instead of going to the grocery store, they can save the money to pay for utilities, rent, or their mortgage.
Now that the holiday season is in full swing, donating food is more important. Most valued items include canned meats, soup, canned pasta, chili, vegetables, and canned fruits, as well as eggs and milk. Linda also describes why it is so important for those to volunteer and why she decided to volunteer.
These families are families to us. We take them personally. We love on them. We care about them. They're not just a number or here's another vehicle. They're actually families who truly care. We listen to when things are bad and when things are good in their lives. But we take a lot of extra steps if there's some needs. You know, we try to help them beyond the scope at times, like if they need a stroller or something. Well, if we have it, we'll give it to them, but we try to give them the best quality service of clothing, the food, and the diapers.
Reveal prides itself on providing food and clothing to anyone in need, and is always open to new volunteers. If you are interested in volunteering or want more information, visit revealresourcecenter.com.
As we speak, our very own CPHS band saxophones are headed to Seattle, Washington for the Western International Band Clinic. 2 years ago, band members applied to be in the saxophone ensemble, but due to COVID, they had to wait another year to travel to the Western International Band Clinic in Seattle. Members of the ensemble are excited for this experience. Jacob Cohen let us know a little more about the clinic and what it will entail.
The Western International Band Clinic is like a convention in Seattle, so there's a bunch of band directors, music teachers, music students, and there's like presentations, there's conferences, and there's also a bunch of mini concerts like the one that the saxophones are doing.
We wish them good luck in their concert.
Up next, reporter Ross Laskowski has the top 3 things you need to know today. But first, this break.
Hi, I'm River, and you're watching the Wolfcast.
Good morning, Cedar Park. I'm Ross Laskowski, and here's your top 3 things you need to know for today. First, the Austin City Council will meet this coming Tuesday to vote on major improvements to Interstate 35, or I-35. Council is expected to authorize contract negotiations with Arup US Incorporated for engineering related to I-35's cap and stitch improvements. As TxDOT considers lowering the central portion of I-35, the city says the opportunity exists to create caps or decks covering the highway that can reclaim that property as public space, and stitches or wide bridges that would add enhanced east-west connections across I-35. The city's goal is to address long-standing equity and mobility issues regarding the I-35 corridor. The work wouldn't cost the city more than $2 million, according to council documents. Next, a teacher in Manor, Texas was arrested after hitting a student yesterday. In a letter to the community sent out yesterday evening, the district says Manor High School students saw the incident happen through a window when the teacher and the student who was hit were outside. Students reported what they saw, and Manor ISD says administration and district police immediately responded. The teacher is now awaiting a response from family and district. Finally, the cast of Harry Potter will reunite for an anniversary television special that will air in January 1st, 2022, according to Warner Brothers in a statement Tuesday. British author J.K. Rowling, who wrote the books the movies are based on and worked closely with the film's producers, is absent from the lineup for the Warner Brothers television show. Representatives for Rowling told the Washington Post on Wednesday that they would not be commenting. Warner Bros. Also declined to comment. And that's all I have for you today, Cedar Park. With CPHS News, I'm Ross Leskowski. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Ross. So, are y'all fans of Harry Potter? I never really was a fan, but...
So I recently just watched the movies for the first time. I actually went to the Universal Harry Potter world before I watched the movies.
I did that too, actually.
Yeah, I went last summer. I've only seen the first movie, though.
Yeah, so I got the wand and I got sorted. I'm a Hufflepuff. And then, so I just recently watched movies, but I'm glad because now I don't have to wait for the reunion like other fans do, you know?
Yeah, I definitely will say the movies got better as they went on. The last ones are definitely better than the first one. And I've read most of the books, not all of them, but yeah, it'll definitely, I'm excited for this reunion. It'll be fun.
Up next, a new episode of Cooking with Claire featuring an all-new host.
What college did Claire go to?
Gonzaga.
Where's that? Claire's in Washington right now, so I'm here instead. Today, we will be following a recipe, and it's the recipe on the back of this pumpkin pie spice little bottle. Obviously, we have our eggs, and then we have one gluten-free pie crust, and then we have a sweetened condensed milk, pumpkin puree, and then obviously our pumpkin pie spice. And then we're gonna spice it up even more with some ground cloves. Open your pie can. I really don't like how it looks like baby food.
Should we taste test it?
It doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste good though. It's not opening.
I don't think you got into it hard enough.
I better have. I'm just gonna peel it open. Oh, I'm getting sweetened condensed milk on me. Oh. You know what? That's good enough.
I can hear it.
There's something in my egg. Got it out first try. Kind of looks like a gnat. Now we're going to be putting in our pumpkin pie spice. It says here to only use 1 tablespoon. All right, so here are the cloves that I was talking about. We're just going to add in a teeny little dash of it, really. We're just going to put that into our little pie crust here.
Do you know how much it's going to rise?
I don't know how much is going to rise.
I would err on the side of caution.
Okay. We're just going to put this little tray in the oven. All right. Okay. Look at how much it rose.
Do you know how much it's going to rise?
It rose a lot, actually.
1 hour later.
Per the instructions on my pumpkin pie spice bottle, we have let the pie to completely cool, and why don't we eat it? It's pumpkin pie. Yeah, we made pumpkin pie. Yeah. Don't tell Claire about this. Back to you, Abby and Katie and the third anchor.
And now it's time for another edition of TWO Spotlight.
Good morning, Cedar Park, and welcome to the TWO Spotlight. I'm Carl McDonald, and today I'm here with, joined by CPHS pals teacher, Mr. Libby, to talk about Blue Center. Center, welcome to the show. What is Blue Center?
Well, good morning, everybody. Blue Santa is an event that is put on by our local police department to pretty much collect toys and be able to support our local families around who might not get a good Christmas this year. So it's a toy drive during the holiday season.
How can you help donate?
Well, a couple different ways. There's big blue boxes at the front of every campus, every school. We have a big box that's already getting full at the front of our campus. And different locations around the city as well, different businesses. Pretty much anybody can put up a blue box and collect toys to be able to donate. So it's a community-wide effort. And also, you can donate toys, or you can also donate funds as well. So there is a GoFundMe that all those funds collected will be distributed and sent out to all the families that need it this holiday season.
Why is presents important?
Why is it important? Man, it's such a great event. It's one of my favorites, especially because all that we actually raise and we donate goes directly to just our local families here in the Leander and Cedar Park area. So great initiative to kind of give back this holiday season that goes right back to our neighbors and people in our community, especially after a hard COVID year and that sort of thing. So just a great way to support our local community.
Thank you for joining us. Morning, Mr. Lippy. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Carver. That's all we have for today. Make sure to keep up with all of our content. So head to our YouTube at CPHS News.
You can also follow at CPHS News_sports for updates during games.
Thanks for taking time to join us this morning.
With CPHS News, I'm Madeline Roberts.
I'm Jack Paulshow.
And I'm Abby Martinez. Make sure to have a great Thanksgiving break, and remember to make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.